Never Have I Ever. Had sex with Paxton. Hall-Yoshida Season 1 Episode 2 Editors rating 4 stars. Never Have I Ever. Had sex with Paxton. Hall-Yoshida Season 1 Episode 2 Editors rating 4 stars. Photo, Netflix. While the pilot mostly has to focus explicitly on Devi to set up its protagonist and conceit, Episode 2 of Never Have I Ever settles into more of a typical sitcom structure, with a clear B plot involving Nalini and a C plot for Kamala. Both work well toward establishing these other characters in Devi's life as fully realized and complex in their own right. The best teen dramas allow the parents to have lives outside of their children, deepening and expanding the story beyond the confines of high school. My So-Called Life is the gold standard in that department. And even though Never Have I Ever is a sitcom rather than a drama, it similarly already allows space for its adult characters to stand on their own and have their own emotional depth, much like My So-Called Life and other teen dramas like the OC. Nalini's B plot unfolds quietly on the edges. It starts with a straightforward setup: she has to sell the moped taking up space in her garage. As with any sitcom conflict, there are plenty of jokes, like Nalini matter-of-factly telling a potential buyer on the phone that the bike doesn't have any scratches and then immediately filling in a scratch with a Sharpie when she hangs up. But through well-written, delicate flashbacks, we learn there's a lot more emotionally attached to this moped. Mohan, Sendhil Ramamurthy, continues to be a standout in the brief scenes he's in. Bought it to signal a new life in California, and while Nalini initially thought it was frivolous, she also shared a special moment with him on it after experiencing a miscarriage. For a B plot, this arc covers a lot of ground and does so much character work at once. It exists outside of Devi, a private memory of Nalini's that we get a peek into but that she doesn't share with the other characters. That makes it all the more intimate and powerful. It also provides a sharp contrast to Devi's A plot in tone. Grief and trauma are very tricky to explore in art because of how differently they manifest for different people. Beyond that, even the way individuals experience grief can change unexpectedly for themselves. Never Have I Ever allows for that nuance and nonlinearity. Nalini's sadness here is quiet and private. Devi tends to be more explosive, her emotions usually expressed via anger. But she's also an expert in denial. Instead of talking about her dead dad with her therapist, Devi deflects all the attention onto her predicament with Paxton. She also isn't quite sure how to handle the panic that arises in orchestra practice when the swell of music brings her back to her father's death. The use of the music somewhat softens the severity of these flashbacks. Mohan's death was so public and traumatizing, it's no wonder that Devi would be triggered in this moment.